you are, according to the FBI, more likely to die as the result of faulty furniture than by an Islamic terrorist. So you should really be scared of your lazy boy. For a very long time, really the only Muslims that you saw on TV were the Muslim villain who would scream Allahu Akbar and then blow himself up. And then there was like the good Muslim. So you have that great movie Body of Lies. You're like, oh look, it's a Muslim guy who's good. He's like with the CIA. No, he's dead. Like 3 minutes into the movie, he's done. In the 1980s, being Muslim in America was like being Martian. I grew up in a predominantly Mexican community, so I just told everybody I was Mexican. I didn't really know that much Spanish. I knew like orale, and I just like would throw that out every once in a while. Orale, and people would be like, oh, you're obviously Mexican. It was very important that we kept the whole Muslim and Iranian thing on the down low as much as possible. I was longing for a way to express myself spiritually. And so I started reading about Islam. I started reading the Quran. The more I read, the more I realized this is what I already believe. I just didn't know there was a word for it.
Please welcome back to the program, Reza Aslan.
Reza Aslan.
Reza Aslan.
Reza, let me start with you.
The hardest part for me when I'm being interviewed is to tamp down my astonishment.
The question at the bottom of the screen that everyone is looking at. Does Islam promote violence?
The thing that's mostly going through my mind is calm down, calm down.
The justice system in Muslim countries, you don't think, is somehow more primitive or subjugates women more than in other countries?
Did you hear what you just said? You said in Muslim countries. Please don't generalize about 1.7 billion people in the world.
You're a Muslim, so why did you write a book about the founder of Christianity?
Well, to be clear, I am a scholar of religions with 4 degrees, including one in the New Testament and fluency in biblical Greek. The Fox News video, that one really touched a nerve. I woke up the next day and realized I had 10,000 new followers. I mean, everybody was talking about it. I got a lot of positive comments from people, Muslims who were saying, you know, for the first time, okay, now we have proof of how we are being dealt with all the time. This is what it's like to be Muslim in America. The negative stuff, however, was much, much louder. I've got an entire file folder of just death threats. After about 10 years of being cable news's favorite Muslim, I've come to the realization that I don't think it's doing any good. Bigotry is not a result of ignorance, it's a result of fear. And fear is impervious to data. Fear is impervious to information. And the only way that you're gonna dissipate that fear is by getting people to know someone that they're afraid of. In this country, we went from overwhelming majorities who were against same-sex marriage to overwhelming majorities supporting same-sex marriage within the span of a couple of years. What changed people's minds was Will and Grace, was Modern Family, was watching people who were gay on television being, you know, normal. They're struggling with the same issues that you're struggling with. They are human beings. And so for the last few years, I've decided that what I'm gonna do is try to change people's minds through pop culture, through film and television. Stories have the power to break through the walls that separate us into different ethnicities, different cultures, different nationalities, different races, different religions, because they hit us at the human level.